Sano's flying planes tonight.
10-4, rubber ducky. For any vehicles or units that aren't really busy right now, can you meet us up at PD, please?
202, 207,
3721, 195.
or 2123 MRPD. To 223, 20723.
$495, 201. What's your 20?
I'm working on him right now. We'll go in the office or something. Just get away from people.
Brought one coffee for you.
Actually, it might be better. Let's just run up on the roof.
Officer Knight. And
Hey, the doggo's there.
How you doing today, Thursday?
How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Same
Good to
shit,
hear.
different day. It's good to see that doggo back, though.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. I like this. Only one
Like
BCSO
this?
around.
It's like the
it's
Ryan,
a
I thought you were
normal
gonna say it's like the
two-stage
Batman
trooper.
vibe. You know, we're about to turn the light on and get Batman to come down.
No, we don't need Batman.
No, it's just a fact. You know, be even better. Penzone wasn't here, but it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, first things first. Vale, what are we planning to do with those photos of those assholes with guns?
I mean, I've kind of been keeping track of the war as it goes, when I can. I've been trying to collate reports
Okay.
and stuff like that.
This is okay.
Ultimately, whether that leads to raids or not, I'm unsure.
Yeah, well, you've already got enough for a raid. You got people on rooftop of property with a weapon out. If we don't know where that weapon went, it's logical that we would think it's inside their address there. I don't know what the task force unit's doing. Yeah, what were we gonna
I
say?
haven't had a chance to do this yet, but I have a photograph of Tyrone today around the time when you took those photos, Vale, approaching one of the houses, presumably going in. The issue was that the photograph quality is not 100%, but I'm going to go ahead and add it to the report now. Let me know what you guys think.
So, Pins, can you tell everyone what you just told me?
I don't think it's related to this though.
Well, I mean, it is. It's still ESB.
Oh well, I don't know. It's it may be just be a different time thing, but Underwood's trying to work on a RICO case. Like he's been piling up the evidence with some other officers. I think Snow may be involved, but
yeah, well,
because
the problem with the fucking RICO case and the task force unit is it's going to take 3 weeks for something to happen, and we're going to have 3 weeks of people dying over and over and over.
yeah, it's
The
not
reality
related to
is,
this, really.
you know, we as police officers can still do preemptive policing. If we're getting photos of people on properties, all we need to do is link their CIDs to that property, then we have enough cause to kick in the doors. So if we get the photos like that, I think we start doing it, start letting them know. Even though they're in their little Southside hut, you know, we're willing to go in there, raid their shit, and try and stop it ourselves. Because if they're not going to stop it, we're going to have to stop it. Someone's going to have to stop it. Because these assholes are coming up into the city and starting to shoot people now. You know, there's going to be crossfire, little kids walking down the street, they're going to get shot. So if you guys find yourself not doing much, feel free to move around and try to find out where these assholes are, you know, storing their shit. Okay.
I've got Drew Harrison unmasked in those photos, so if there's one person you want to kick the fucking doors in, I'm there, right there.
Well, I'm gonna kick all their doors in. I want to shit on them all at the same time. That's what I want to do. But you got to remember, there's another group involved in this as well. The Queen Boys. We're gonna have to find out what they're doing, where they're coming from. I haven't seen them loitering around that Grove Street as much, but I haven't been on duty early enough to catch it. So usually these assholes will have places elsewhere. They can store this shit, but unless we get them going into other properties, we can't do shit about it. But if we can send the message that you know, we're willing to kick in doors when they're standing out with their guns out, you know, that's a good start. Because we can't just drive down there and, you know, start blast, and we're going to end up losing people. So we just need to do it when they're not prepared.
We have the Leanbois pictured multiple times stood on top of a building on Ace Jones Drive. The building itself belongs to Lang Buddha. It's called Payne Manor. It's the house that they would have repeated shots fired schools, you know, on over the past week or so. We have photographic evidence of them stood on top of that house as well with firearms. So we can get a mutual raid going on Payne Manor.
Well, let's try to get some more of the ESB shit happen. There's probably going to be more houses, though. I feel like that, you know, that might be where they, you know, set up shop. But I know they're going to have other places around. Every time we've done a raid on these assholes or any other gangs prior, there's always another place. Or places they're holding their shit. We never seem to get the big stash. So I just say keep an eye out. You know, if you see people coming out of certain ways, areas, you know, let us know. So either way, it sounds like we got enough to kick in a few doors, but keep an eye on ESB, get some more photos, add it to that report, and you know, maybe we can shut it down, or at least attempt to shut it down, slow them down a little bit. They shouldn't be running around with fucking guns out, and we're doing nothing to stop it. So.
Yeah, especially since they're starting to injure non-involved people. I just saw a tweet from Gladys Berry saying that she was shot at just for driving in the area. Is she?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
One thing.
No, I'm pretty sure I saw Gladys tweet out the other week that she's left them.
Oh.
She's no longer.
Yeah, to my knowledge, she wasn't fully like involved with them.
We got 71's Covenant. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
What do you mean, what the fuck? What do you mean by let's go?
Let's go. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Go check out Covenant. Bam, 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 bam.
We're 2176, late 71s.
201, same traffic. Let's get a unit if we got too many, just to stick up here on the highway to see if anybody comes flying out north. If they do, just tail them.
60's en route.
At 10-4, we haven't gotten any 47 calls yet. So this seems a little drawn out of a fight.
Yeah, we'll just stay close.
Four 21 is going to be southbound on Royal Lowenstein. There's going to be a black Sultan that's headed eastbound on Carson.
Yo, Kidda thanks for the 5, Fruit thanks for the Prime,
well,
Neo thanks for the 8.
That way we can get some more photos to back up Vale's report as well.
60's will head up there.
Without any calls coming from a vehicle, I wonder if anything really just popped off.
Yeah, probably wasn't
we had
much.
Shots coming from the Sultan that was registered. I'm not certain if we had the license plate for it, but there was something about a Sultan in the in dispatch.
It could have been something unrelated. We'll just duck out, go back to your normal duties. But I'm not sure about the Mega Mall. I'm pretty sure you can get a better view from a safer location if you want to try to get more photos of these knuckleheads with weapons.
So there's a decent view from the oil derricks on the southern side, but the best view in as far as we found.
It don't matter where you do it. Just don't get fucking caught out, please, and make sure you're with somebody.
495, be advised that I spoke with the Leanbois 2 days ago. They have stated that if they see officers in the vicinity taking photographs, it may be an invitation for them to directly come at us. Their expectation is that we're going to get involved and not to be surprised if both gangs get involved against us.
Okay.
ESB has stated that their expectations are to give them a chance to shoot it out. I'm not agreeing with them, but I want you to understand their mentality when engaging.
Yeah, 10-4. We're only meant to secure the area and clean up once it gets quiet, so... we had a talk with the sergeants the other day. Everybody should be on a similar page with that. Essentially, you know, if they're on the north side, though, you know, just stop blasting. But if they're on the south side, we contain, moving slowly when it's safe. In saying that, though, you know, these guys are not going to make the rules in the city. So if you have that, I'm going to check out the report. I'll contact you in a minute, Vale.
10-4.
421 to 201 direct. There's going to be the 71s that came from the Sultan. It's going to come back to Lang Buddha. There's going to be the 911 turbo. It's going to be that Porsche that belongs to Eugene Zuckerberg.
I didn't see a Sultan call come in on those last gunshots.
And then there was also going to be the Gauntlet 6th Street, which is going to be Tony's.
Yeah,
okay.
For 201, it's the previous calls. It's still in relation to this firefight.
Oh, okay, so it's been drawn out a little bit.
Yeah, it's
been...
this
is not going for about an hour. 460, 76 to the courthouse.
421 to 460. I went ahead and looked up Drew Harrison's. It's going to be 12145.
Yeah, how about this? Just one. If you stay up there, get all the CIDs of anybody that's known affiliates with ESB. Just try to link them to those houses down there, and we'll do what we can. Also, can you show us the information of the Leanbois on the other house you're talking about? Just make a list and add it to a report somewhere. Let's just make a document that we can all get into relatively quick. Just name it ESB housing or some shit. Vale, was it you that said you had a photo of the Leanbois, or was that somebody else?
If you search reports by my name, you'll come up with some gunfight reports of ESB and LB. If you go back a while, you'll find some fights that took place on Ace Jones. I'll get you the report number. Standby.
Yeah, so it's a lot around Grove. I feel like, but police have a lot of ways to push things and not be fucking puss-puss, but we do be puss-puss.
$460-201.
Yeah, go ahead.
Report 4299 shows Leanbois on their house.
That was only a week ago. Hell yeah. See, the thing is, like, why are we not trying to raid these guys? Like, look at this shit. I don't even know if this is a house. North Rockford. What is this? Is this like a... What is that? Oh, okay, no, it's this place. We have confirmation that there's actually them, though? Well, see, you don't know that it's actually... Oh, there's a close button right there. Oh, Alsab's car and shit is there. Okay, that makes life better. Too bad you didn't zoom in on the number plate. Forehead. All right. Yeah, we need to. If we don't have their face, it's like sort of useless.
First M3 is be advised. M3 vehicles, the Sultan and the other two, the Porsche, they're gonna be spotted outside Pillbox right now.
They're going to be outside pillbox? Okay. We should go check it out, see if there's a shooting, because I don't think EMS have been reporting all them.
They're going to be parked outside Integrity.
Oh, okay, 10-4. And that vehicle was reported a shooting?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go pull it over. If they're coming up here, we'll do our police work. Treat them like anyone else.
Copy that. 207 wing for backup.
201's on scene.
It looks like there's a person behind the wall, parallel to the Porsche.
Okay.
He's running to the car now.
Confirm. There's going to be one person in the Sultan RS as well.
495. We're looking for a Mustang.
Sultan's got a pretty decent whack to it.
Head pop. Alright.
Your call, 201.
And the thing, it was a head pop. I might just leave it for now.
Yeah.
Hey, from?
423. I can't. Is there 3 units? I can't see one of the units that's with us outside Integrity. I don't know if it's just me. It's supposed to be three different vehicles I saw.
Yeah, you see the black one?
Negative.
Do you other guys see it?
Yeah, I've seen all 3.
Hey, fam.
What vehicle are you in, Valentine?
Hey, fam, I'm taking that.
I might just need a new vehicle, that's all.
I'm going to go ahead and, because I've already got the CIDs posted up in a civilian report, I'm going to go ahead and look up some of those addresses now.
Yeah, 10-4. The more we get, the better.
Did you take a new vehicle out, Soze, or not? Now I see it.
No, I got out and go back in. I'd just say it was somewhere else. So can we confirm that house the Leanbois actually live at up in North Rockford?
Yeah, 10-4. It's owned by Langbutter.
Okay. I got a feeling they ain't dumb enough to stash it there, but it might be a good message to, you know, show that we're not fucking around, to try and get into the ESB and up there as well.
421 is going to be 23 at the courthouse. I'll be looking up some public records for ESB.
421, don't do... I'm already on that.
Okay, the latest civilian report, you're going to be able to see it. I'm going to have all...
I need to, that image.
Yeah, 10-4, we're already in the middle of doing that.
Hey, Vale, by chance, that photo of the Saab's car, do you have the plate of it? Like, can you zoom in on that image? Do you have the base image for that?
I can take a look.
Because I mean, if we got people on the roof with masks on, it doesn't really say anything to us.
So that individual with the mask on, myself and I believe Ripley had a conversation with him approximately 30 minutes prior. Same outfit, same vehicle. It was definitely outside.
Yeah, that ain't gonna stick if you lost sight of them, though. There is a picture with the I can see the license plate, but I just don't know if you got the original image where we could zoom in a little bit and read it just to confirm it's his. Because that'd be the link that would give us, you know, probable cause, I believe. Bum, 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 bum.
Any of Eugene's?
Hey, I think there's a parking spot across the road in the car park if you want to park there instead of parking illegally, madam.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Have a good day.
There's a fucking like 20 women just standing there. What is that, dude? What the fuck is this? Ha!
Oh, sorry, Ossifer.
Shit! Fucking hell, dude.
I can start trying different combinations, Soze, but it can't get any clearer than that.
managed to pick it up. Wow.
Hey, Jerry, you having a good day yet?
I'm having a great day, Andy. How are you?
You better be. I'm doing okay. I gotta get Scooty fixed.
Your scooter's about to blow up.
Yeah, well, isn't it always?
True.
It's a fragile.
We can get the fucking. We can get this. Images. Penis man. I probably shouldn't say what is that because. Oh, whatever. Oh shit! I don't have Photoshop. How am I gonna be able to open this? What does it look like? LGT1Z something L3. That's a fucking mess.
Hey, hello?
For the car's documented, yeah, but the thing is without MDT, it's actually fucking dog shit. See, I don't know if this is an eye and it's just bad pixelation. LG, I mean, this could be a 6. Why did I think that was a G?
1076, 1047, Vinewood Boulevard.
L6T1Z, I think, or 2 maybe? I just don't know what this is like. This is like a fucking weird thing. That's the one that's fucky. Looks like a 1-3, but this looks like it's 2 numbers in one. Wait, is this the Porsche that's fucking driving around right now? Does anyone have call-ins from that Porsche that's driving around? It's a Porsche, right? That we're also looking for.
Yeah, it's a 911 Turbo S. It's in the dispatch too.
It's gonna come back to Eugene Zuckerberg, which is already flagged as well because he has 2 outstanding warrants.
Was there a plate for that vehicle? That someone can put in 311 or something? Oh, it's a 370Z, is it? Looks like, you can't tell when it's fucking this busted. This part here looks like a Porsche, you know, the newer models, but this obviously is not. So. LG, I don't know why I think this is a G. I think it's a 1.6. This could be a T. 1.
460 IDs plus housing posted in latest report.
Something 3. What do you think that is, Hans?
PD to EMS.
What do you think these letters are here, Hans?
I'm on scene with the 1047 on Vinewood Boulevard.
LOL.
Female victim is unconscious and missing fingers.
I don't know what this,
it's gonna be code
this,
for
and
Roland
this
whenever
is.
you arrive.
10-4 EMS is en route.
Like running though. Sharpening won't help. It's not going to magically remove pixels. Yeah. Even from this view, it looks fucked up. Literally looks like it says LOL.
2 is 23.
Like I or 1. I got a feeling this might be an I. It's I6T1. But this is like running. It doesn't make sense. Like it's on a different angle. Literally looks like it says lol. Not look at his car in the database. What database? What magical database? You think I'm just gonna look in the admin database to see what his license plate is? B C D. That could be a C, a D, but this is fucked. DC3. I'm just wondering what the first letter is going to be, though. Ba. Yeah, see, I don't know about the first one still, though. I feel like that is something 6T1 DC3. I don't know, though. Really hard to tell. DL3, maybe. Could also be a G as well. So many combinations to try. What's a live stream? That's him, dude.
$4.95. We got those 71s again.
2L3. How many number plates are on a plate on a car? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
201 460.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I've got that number plate from the database.
Okay, you want to just type it in dispatch 311?
Be advised, that's from Leanbois vehicle, the Sultan RS.
Let's see what how far off we were.
Go to 76 to pull box with 147.
So, wait, what? 09 T 128 L3. Let's see if we can make. How is that an 09? T12, that could make sense. 8L3. 8. Oh, so the pixels for the 8 aren't there, and then there's an L, that's the 3. It actually looks like it. I don't know how that's a fucking 9, though.
I could do 23 per box.
That's not. Can't play. Oh, there you go. So it's O, not 0. That's why it's probably this. The O would be like this, but when you get further away, letters blend into each other because of how the LODs work. T looks right. The 1, the 2, 8L3. 8 is a bit fucky. This 8 and then L3. So I think that is right, but it's just the 0 that's the most inconsistent because it merges the, the 9 is pretty much not there. Okay, Vale, you want to try to write up a warrant for that one? You don't want done a warrant before? A search warrant, that is.
Oh, for the property?
Yeah, 10-4. Did we capture the people on that scene?
Negative.
Okay. Well, it works like any other warrant. You just write up the probable cause, which is going to be those matching license plates and them being on the property with weapons out. Have you done any warrants before at all?
Negative.
Are you with anybody?
I'm with Hunter, Pinzone currently, and Valentine.
Valentine, have you familiar with the warrant system?
Negative.
Okay, well, you and Vale are about to learn how to do one. I'm gonna be the one that will sign off on it, so it don't matter. But do you have access to the base document?
I don't know where I'd find it, sir.
I believe it's in the master documents. We can find it.
Okay, yeah. Well, you should.
Vale, why don't we need to? Vale, what's your 20? What's your 20?
76 Mission Road.
Well, let them work it out themselves. I think they need the the learning experience.
10-4.
I mean, if you want to pass the document to them, that works. But apart from that, I'd like to see them doing themselves. All you need to do is outline the probable cause of what's happening, and that's pretty much all we need to do. It's like an arrest, except we're looking for weapons.
All right, so what's going on?
Nothing at the moment.
Gotcha. So we're not going to respond to that since we're going to knock doors in, or?
Well, there's no point responding if they're down on the south side. We don't want to go get shot. We'll be stopping in other ways. Until we get 47s coming in, we're not going to go down there. So Vale, okay, this is you'll see the document when you look at it. It's already like pre-written in a way. It will.
All right, you both have the document.
It'll give you a basic understanding of what you need to do. Basically, what you need to do is just write down the address, link the license plate to Al Saab. Say they look like Al, they look like Al Saab. You saw him earlier in the same clothes, all that sort of shit. It's essentially you build a probable cause, like you would be putting somebody in jail, except. In this effect, we're trying to raid the property because we don't know where the weapons are, but we saw them on the property with the weapons, so we have a pretty
495. I've got a downed individual here off of eastbound Innocence Boulevard. It's going to be a female, unrelated to Eastside Balls, but it's going to be one of their cars that they painted. Requesting additional 77.
One of you guys want to break off of that? Anybody?
202-76. What's the 20 of the 77 request?
Okay, either way, so you just build the probable cause like you put him in jail, because
my Fudge Lane, roughly.
If we have the reason to believe those guns are in the house, and we can prove that to the police, the DOJ, then they should sign the warrant essentially. So you just label that, put the pictures in there, link the report, whatever you need to. In fact, the more bullshit you write in it, the more tedious it will be for them, and that's all. So when we do the warrant, though, the only thing we're going to be searching for is going to be weapons and ammunitions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Nothing else. Large weapons, by the look of it, though.
Yeah, sounds good. Vale, do you want to go downstairs, or so that it can be discussed and people can't be snooping around?
Because I was saying with guns on the property, yeah, we got to do the same for the ESB. That is not my car. What the fuck? Yeah, if you're if you're seen on a property with guns out and shit, I don't see why the judges wouldn't allow us to raid the property, considering there's a fucking war going on. But I want to do them both at once. I don't want to do one at a time. So actually, I'm gonna go talk to them about the ESB one. Because I think what we got to do is we really got to hit them at the same time. Preferably, if we get lucky and they're all in handcuffs, they don't even know it's coming. So if there's a shootout down there, right? They done goof.
I got 276.
We put them down, or they put each other down, and then we will raid them straight after. You know what I mean? So throw them in jail and just go raid the shit. There's probably got to be nothing in there. Almost, I guarantee there's nothing in there, but it's for the sake of swinging the dicks. Sometimes this sort of shit needs to happen, even if it's we're trying to stop a fucking war essentially, and we need to make it look like we're in control.
Lang owns the building.
Okay. Well, how would that work, Soze?
How would it work? I mean, we know Saab's very well affiliated with Leanbois. I mean, if Saab's, Saab's probably got a fucking key to the house as well. It's just one of those limitations where we can't exactly, see that. But I don't see why the judges would say no to it. You know, Ling Buddha is literally Al Saab's fucking brother in arms. You know, they've been in every time they've used weapons, they've done it together. So you know, if they're on the roof, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to raid the property. They're literally on the property with weapons. Yeah, I mean, we probably don't even need the plate at that point. I don't know. I'm not sure how it will work. You know, it's one thing to find out. See what the DOJ is willing to bend to. I mean, if we can say, look, there's been a shootout between Leanbois and ESB fucking 20 times, 30 times this week. We need to do something. Then maybe they'll understand that. Literally link every fucking report in there. Okay, if they want to fuck around, link every single report that shows Saab and Buddha working together. And we'll see what they do.
And the reason why we're not doing this for the East Side Ballers, even though like
we are doing it for them too. We're getting the addresses and stuff as well. I don't know if that's already been sorted.
Yeah, I've done it already. Check the latest report from me, so I've got the addresses of
okay, well, do we link them without masks on? Do we have them without masks on?
We've got Drew Harrison without a mask 100%. On for sure. We've got people dressed typically as Tyrone Biggums and Tyrone. Every time he gets fucking arrested stealing cars, he's wearing that outfit that he's wearing on top of that house right now.
Okay.
I'll say with Tyrone Biggums as well. Me and AG actually have been down to the cul-de-sac today and spoken to him in that same attire.
Perfect.
Well, there we go. I mean, we can all testify that we've seen them in certain attire, so if we're willing to do that, and there's enough people that say, yeah, I've seen him like that, we might be able to get them as well. We'll see what happens, but I think you should try and write one for both. Even if they don't go through, it's going to be a learning experience for all of us because, we haven't really tried to push anything like this, but we've got limitations that really, these motherfuckers can put guns up their asshole magically and make them disappear. So it's a little difficult for us to get them running into a house with a fucking weapon out.
495 EMS, are you guys rolling through?
Echo 2's en route. Sorry.
Hey, bro.
On Easton Boulevard, right?
It's gonna be Fudge Lane.
This is going to be crazy as fuck. I don't know if the DOJ will let us, but I hope they have the understanding that it's impossible for us to see somebody go into a house with a gun. You know what I mean? But if they're on their property with their weapons out, I don't see why that wouldn't be like, hey, there's probably fucking weapons on that property. You know what I mean?
I could do 23.
You're going to have to do the same with like Buddha and that, right? Because we've seen them in similar outfits. So try and do a similar response for all of it. I don't see how else we can get a fucking warrant for a house if we, can't fucking push for one with probable cause of fucking them with weapons out on the fucking property. But that's entering the house. We want to search the entire property. They were on the property with weapons out. There's casings everywhere. Also, maybe with all the casings and stuff, we could also say we want to check the house for a body and shit like that as well. Just bullshit. We do have evidence of casings being there, so possibly somebody fucking died there. We've really got to check it out.
Oh, reference report.
Dispatch 202.
Reference report 4299. If you're going to do one for ESB, specifically Drew Harrison, build in those casings. Specifically those casings, because they're the casings of an AK, and we've got photos of Drew with an AK today.
Okay. Well, if he's got the AK on him, that's the problem, though. It's on him. We'd only be able to get a warrant for him. That's why we want to get guns that we don't see them with right now. That's why all the casings are also... just link every fucking casing that you've seen on that place, There was a shootout there. We saw people with guns. We want to...
176, the latest...
we just need to prove we have reason to believe there's fucking guns inside. That's all we need to prove.
276 to pillbox at 147.
However you do that is whatever. I don't see much of a problem with it, I don't think. We can't do a wellness check and search for guns. That's not how the world works. I don't think there'll be weapons in the houses, guys. I really don't think they're gonna have weapons in the houses. They might have a few here and there, but I guarantee they're all stashed in some other fucking crazy bullshit location. The more I obviously I know there's warehouses. I don't know. I don't watch these guys stream enough to know where they are or care. I think warehouses were actually a pretty big flaw in it with how they were implemented, and didn't really resolve anything. In fact, they probably fucked more shit than they fixed with how they're set up. Yo, Kidder, thanks for the 5 months. Fruit, thanks for the Prime. Neo, thanks for the 8. Reaver, thanks for the 13. Crew, thanks for the 6. Appreciate it, dude. You don't think PD are aware of the warehouses? Well, that's the thing. We shouldn't. It shouldn't matter to us what it is. It's a property, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. But the thing is, with the warehouse, you don't know the property lines. Whenever somebody goes in and out of there, they're not going to stay there, and it's worse. It's literally worse. It's a really fucking dumb idea. I sort of wish they weren't put in with the systems they have at the moment. Do you get to see your house being raided? I don't know. You might not. Yours might not get raided. We might not even be able to do these, but we'll see. Oh, here comes the fucking creep across the road. They can always also be moved super easy. Yeah, it's just there's zero chance of you. There is no chance a police officer right now could realistically raid a warehouse. There's no way. Unless they come out of their warehouse with guns out, there's literally no way. Like, no one's ever going to do that, though. It's just there's no other way to get evidence for that. It's so fucking dumb. I was thinking this morning when I woke up, like, why No Pixel is not why I feel like it's not that fun anymore. And it's not because of the people or anything. It's just like it seriously is. There's no consequence to anything in this fucking server anymore. Literally none. You know.
If you're not live flight, I can come and pick you up with.
There's no So even but when I say this, I don't mean police versus criminals. I mean even with criminals versus criminals. You can shoot someone. You don't have to worry about the police. If you do, it's like fucking who cares? They'll probably take your guns and say, "Oh, bad boy, don't do that." Sure. But 76. I can shoot the same guy 5 times in a row, and it doesn't affect him. He doesn't need to care about his life at all, dude. There's literally zero care for anything that happens on the server. But there needs to be something that, like, if you're shot down, you're like injured for a while. If you get shot down again, you're hospitalized, ICU'd or something, for a while. And if it happens again, you know, it's like a debuff stacking effect. The more it happens in a specific time, the harsher the penalty or something like that. So it's like a gang versus gang jail system. So, but we need to have limitations because obviously a gang with like 20 people versus gangs with a few is not going to be fair. The old idea was generally you just have 4 people online at once. That was the old rule. But it was also for 32 slots, so it, you know, it made sense back then. Whereas now I'm not sure, but I think we really need to have something like that. So there's a limit to entire numbers online at once, or yeah, I don't know, so something like that. But either way, I'd love to see that sort of shit happen. I just don't know if everybody would be down for it because, you know, the cheap thrills and the pogs per second will only last so long before people get tired of it. You know what I mean? And I think it's already sort of starting to happen. Well, I mean, it's been happening over time, but you're starting to see the effect of it a little more now. While people will go and watch that shit when there's a war or something, it's not only wars though, like it's everything. Literally everything. Nothing really has a meaning to it. You know, I could go rob a fucking bank right now and shoot 10 cops and it's just like, okay, that roleplay is gonna end in about half an hour. Sometimes what the server needs is not what the people want. Well, I know. Well, every time there's a big drama situation, and I don't mean just like drama because people get salty, they're getting fucked in the ass. Just like, you know, for instance, when we blocked up the shootout after the vault with a truck and shit, and that was, you know, that was seen as being annoying by police, but the reality was everybody was watching that shit because they didn't know what was going to happen. They didn't know
Palomino Avenue with a white and color Ford.
You know who was going to win, who was going to lose, or it wasn't just like a generic let's go here, let's rush them after X amount of time. It was, hey, let's try and do some different shit and try and make try and make something just happen. The emphasis is it's like this for every situation, I think. You know what I mean? We as police can't do anything out of our boundaries too much that is, you know, I mean, even the DOJ is the same. There's no real scariness or fear of it anymore, which makes every single scenario that meant something before mean nothing. I mean, vaults are probably the only thing that matters because you've got to put in so much money to get a result. But, you know, like I said, it's still very tame. You know, we're at a point where it's like, hey, if you police don't do it this way, we're gonna be angry. We sort of expect to be able to, you know, just fucking win essentially. I don't know, man. I think we need to somehow get it back into a state where police are somewhat feared. And I think, sadly, the heavy pistols actually made police a little more feared. People aren't fucking with the police as much. Because the heavy pistol is actually disgusting. It's actually disgusting. But it shouldn't be worried about our guns. It needs to be more than that, I think. You know, the repercussions of what happens. Yeah, 10-4. Mentality of my content. Yeah, I think a lot of people, well, almost everybody has that mentality. Even I'd have been like that, but you know, like I said, I think I've always been reactive to how the rest of the RPs is in the server. So you know, when shit got goofy, I started playing with Francis and whatnot. You know what I mean?
23.
So it's not like I'm a better example of what roleplay should be. But I'll admit that, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit there on my fucking high horse and say I'm the best role player in the server because it's not the truth. Whereas people will have that fucking ego that they literally think that they're like the fucking bee's knees, mate. But you know what made No Pixel right was that, you know, people would talk to each other, people would have to do other things rather than, you know, what event is going to happen today for the content. And then when those big events did happen, they were so much more exciting to watch. It was fucking crazy, you know. Yeah, I don't know, it was pretty crazy, dude. Doesn't it get to the point where you just need to make these changes and people need to suck it up? Catering to a whole community is impossible in most cases. Well, that's not necessarily true. Let's face it. Despite how shit No Pixel is right now, and how people aren't happy with it, it's still the longest lasting content creator server in pretty much any game, I think, that's kept this sort of hype. So I think we've done extremely well, despite all the bullshit that gets posted here and there. Make fines percentage based? No, that's not what we need. The update, honestly, it's not about the mechanics. Well, it is about the mechanics. We need to know what people are willing to go to in terms of severity of crime and whatnot. I mean, even getting caught dealing drugs and shit means nothing, dude. We couldn't even bother raiding houses and shit. But that's because everything is meaningless to everybody, because money's so easy to come by. Everything just, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's so many millions of dollars. You know, yeah, I don't know. I still feel like cocaine was best when it was not on a steady schedule and it was more of a, you know, this guy gets a brick and then nothing happens for 2 weeks. This guy gets a brick, nothing happens for 2 weeks. It was very, there was not much money coming in, which was important. But in saying that, it matches right now how it works. It matches the economy because everything else in the economy is fucked as well. But it's little things like that that have blown out everything. You know, even like weed and growing weed is fucking completely shit. It just doesn't make sense. You know, anybody can buy 50 houses. The real estate was just fucking fucked. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many flaws to every system. We need to prevent abuse as much as possible because, like I said, people don't necessarily RP what would make sense to their character. So, I think in the update, everybody's going to rent houses. So you won't. No, you'll buy them and then you buy them. I don't know if we'll have selling straight away, as in like sell to another player if you just bought a house. But I think you can only have 1 or 2 keys to a house, and that's it. And then there's warehouses. So the keys are limited essentially a lot more. But warehouses is where you'd be able to have multiple keys. But warehouses to work, like I said, we're gonna need weapons on backs. You know, duffel bags on backs or something when you're transporting weapons out and shit. So I don't know. Aren't keys already limited by paying? Dude, the housing is fucking trash right now. Please. Yo, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate it, dude.
Officer, did you see this note there?
What about business owned? Are those keys tied to the warehouse limit or separate? Business owned what? Wait, did she say something to me? I was talking or reading chat. The whole point of going to jail is so fucked all you say is I'll take 90%. Yeah, but the 90% parole is something that can be easily fixed. We can just limit it to 20% or something. It's kind of a catch-22 because over time, more and more mechanics got introduced. People stopped being less creative with the time. I don't think that's true. You know, the good role players were still very creative. I think most of the good role players actually left and stopped trying because how can you role play Otto Delmar in this server? You know what I mean? How can you role play Bovice in this server? You know what I mean? It's just weird. You know what I mean? Like there's characters that want to be somewhat serious, but the entire world is a fucking Simpsons episode. They just don't fit in. That's the meta of the server. If you want those sort of role players to come back, or those characters, you need the world to permit it. You know, does Chips even play anymore? I don't even know if I see Chips that often. His character was good too, but he made it work very well, even though he's like. Chips is like an example of being a loser of a character, but still being one of the best characters in the server. But you know, yeah, go ahead. 10-9. Papa Jack, relax, mates. I'm out front of PD. Let me check this. Oh, I just requested access to that thing now, so.
Oh, it's info.
Hey, Hey, Baba. Wrong. Paddles.
You got it.
Economy reset doesn't fix people's mentalities. The economy needs to be entirely changed, which is what we're trying to do. Bubba Jack. Arms. I don't know if I can handle the tears. When I was here a year ago, I got raided 4 times and got the 9s twice. Now I do worse things on Mario than what I was doing back then, with very minimum consequences compared. Yeah, but the players, people, streamers are here. If they get a day hold or whatever, they'll call the server shit, and then you know, everybody's chats gets filled with AIDS. You know, every time the police have tried to raid or do anything to people that can't handle it, you know, it's fucking horrible. It really is fucking horrible. A lot of the reason why everything's lenient is because of that thing. There's so much OOC shit that it's not you know, it's not looked at. It's just not done right. But the point is, I think this is why I wanted the update to be what it is. The general idea is, right, everybody complains about consistency every fucking time. We just need the general rule of if you do X, Y is going to happen in terms of raiding, long jail sentences and shit like that. Obviously, because we don't want... When we first did 2.0, there was no crime because everything was just fucking too harsh. But if we get to a point where it's like in between, so, you know, robbing a store is just a... Jesus Christ, Papa Jack's being a fucking little rat right now.
495 202 direct.
Send it.
If we get somewhere in between where some charges are high, like I'd love to see drugs go back to
think about it.
Big penalties. You know.
I'm sorry. Say again.
Some kind of priest guy saying I'm playing a game with him, and to ask you what you think of me playing a game with a priest.
I think that'd be good.
Good.